Have you ever been manipulated? Have you ever felt like someone was trying to control you or get something from you that you didn't want to give?
Dark psychology is the use of psychological principles and tactics to influence or control others for one's own benefit. It is often used in a manipulative and unethical way and can have a negative impact on the target individual's mental and emotional well-being. Dark psychological tactics are used in a variety of contexts, including advertising, relationships, and social interactions. Here are a few real-life examples. Relationships. Manipulative partners may use dark psychological tactics to control and abuse their victims.
Have you ever been manipulated? Have you ever felt like someone was trying to control you or get something from you that you didn't want to give? If so, you're not alone. Dark psychology is the use of psychological tactics to influence or control others for one's own benefit. It's often used in a manipulative and unethical way, and can have a negative impact on the target individual's mental and emotional well-being. In this video, we're going to explore the dark psychology of manipulation in everyday life. We'll discuss real-life examples of how dark psychological tactics are used in advertising, relationships, and social interactions. We'll also provide tips on how to protect yourself from manipulation.
Dark psychology is the use of psychological principles and tactics to influence or control others for one's own benefit. It is often used in a manipulative and unethical way and can have a negative impact on the target individual's mental and emotional well-being. Dark psychological tactics are used in a variety of contexts, including advertising, relationships, and social interactions. Here are a few real-life examples. Advertising. Advertisers often use dark psychological tactics to persuade consumers to buy their products. For example, they may use fear appeals, guilt-tripping, or social pressure to make consumers feel like they need to buy the product in order to be loved, accepted, or successful. Relationships. Manipulative partners may use dark psychological tactics to control and abuse their victims. For example, they may use gaslighting to make their victims doubt their own sanity, or they may use love bombing to make their victims feel dependent on them. Social interactions. Dark psychological tactics can also be used in social interactions to get what one wants. For example, someone might use flattery or backhanded compliments to manipulate another person into doing something for them. Here are some tips on how to protect yourself from manipulation. Be aware of the different dark psychological tactics that exist. The more you know about these tactics, the better equipped you will be to identify them when they are being used against you. Trust your gut. If you have a bad feeling about someone or a situation, it is probably for a reason. Don't be afraid to walk away from a situation that you feel uncomfortable in. Set boundaries. It is important to have clear boundaries in place and to communicate them to others. This will help you to avoid being taken advantage of. Don't be afraid to say no. You have the right to say no to requests that you don't want to fulfill. Don't feel guilty about doing what is best for you. If you are being manipulated, it is important to seek help from a trusted friend, family member, or therapist. They can help you to develop coping mechanisms and to protect yourself from further harm. Here are some additional tips. Be mindful of your own vulnerabilities. Everyone has vulnerabilities that can be exploited by manipulators. Once you are aware of your own vulnerabilities, you can be more mindful of them and take steps to protect yourself. Educate yourself about dark psychology. The more you know about dark psychology, the better equipped you will be to spot it and defend yourself against it. Don't be afraid to walk away from toxic relationships. If you are in a relationship with someone who is manipulative or abusive, it is important to walk away, even if it is difficult. Your mental and emotional health are worth it. Remember, you are not alone. Many people fall victim to manipulation at some point in their lives. The important thing is to learn from your experiences and to take steps to protect yourself in the future.